Welcome, students. I think all of you are very happy right now and also healthy. Obviously, there is a very bad conditions of corona is going on in our country. So, today we are going to cover the lesson number 6 of class 12 CBSE. The name of the lesson is Molecular Basis of Inheritance. And in this part, we are going to study about the different kinds of nucleic acid along with the structure of DNA. Okay, so let's start. First of all, how many kinds of nucleic acids are there? So there are two main kinds of nucleic acids. What are they? They are DNA and RNA. So as the name given, and you know the full name of DNA. The full name of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, and that of RNA is ribonucleic acid. So there are two main kinds of nucleic acid that are found in the organisms, that is DNA and RNA. So DNA act as a genetic material in most of the organism. About most of the organism means about all kind of organism. Mainly DNA act as a genetic material, means this help to inherit the character from parents to offspring. But in certain condition or in certain organism or in some organism like viruses and all, only RNA present at the place of DNA, means DNA does not present over there. So in that case RNA act both as a genetic material as well as messenger, means it carry the message from parent to offspring, or it carry the message as a genetic material, it carries the message from parent to offspring, and as messenger it forms different kinds of protein that is required for their metabolism. So DNA is the genetic material, although in some organism RNA also act as a genetic material and it also acts as a messenger. Its function, whose function? DNA or RNA? RNA's function is as adapter, means it adapt structure and in some cases in catalytic molecules. Means different kinds of biochemical reactions is done by certain kinds of enzyme. In that case it adapt what kind of enzyme is required to be made. According to that it helps to make the particular kind of enzyme, its structure, and also help in the catalytic reaction by formation of catalytic molecules, that is enzymes. Enzymes are nothing but the catalytic molecules. I think you understood. Let's have who observed the cell. Friedrich Mescher in 1869 has used to observe the WBC from the pus cell, and while he used the pus cell to find the WBC, and during that course of time he come to know about DNA. He observed the DNA, and although it contained the phosphorus, that's why it is acidic in character. That's why he called DNA as a nuclein. Nuclein means a protein which is present inside the nucleus and which is acidic in nature. So first DNA was observed by Friedrich Mescher in 1869 in the pus cells, mainly contain the WBC. So WBC cells, in the WBC cell he found out the DNA. Now structure of the DNA. First of all I am making you understand about the structure, and generally the structure of DNA is double helix. It is a one helix and this one is the another helix, so it becomes two helix. If you open the helix it look like a ladder like this. Ladder means the stair or wooden stair by which one can go up in the floor or all. So it has some ladder like appearance. When it untwisted, it is twisted. DNA actually present in form of twist. So what is the actual structure of DNA? See, I open or I just showing the two helical in open structure. This is a pentose sugar and this one is also a pentose sugar. So pentose sugar is get attached with the nitrogen base and this is the another nitrogen base. The both nitrogen base are connected through hydrogen bond. Here it is a hydrogen bond, and here you will get the phosphate group or phosphoric acid, phosphate group, or you can say phosphoric acid. So mainly three things is found in one nucleotide. This one is a one nucleotide, this half is the one nucleotide, means in one nucleotide you are getting a pentose sugar, a nucleic acid, a nitrogen base, and a phosphoric group or phosphate group. So three things is there. Once again I am repeating. It's a pentose sugar. This is a pentose sugar. This is a nitrogen base, and this is the phosphate or phosphoric acid. So three things together forms a nucleotide. So opposite to that, it has another nucleotide. It's a complementary nucleotide. So it is a helix. If I show you it is a 5 dash, then the lower end will be 3 dash. Similarly, if it is the 3 dash, just opposite to it, it will be the 5 dash, and here it will be the 3 dash. Means two helix are just goes opposite to each other. Means if you see the phosphate group and the above, here you will get the phosphatic group over just below. I will explain all the things in detail. Just study about that. So DNA is a polymer of deoxyribose nucleotide. Is a polymer. Polymer means many molecules of deoxyribose nucleotide. So what is deoxyribose nucleotide? Deoxyribose means ribose sugar. Deoxyribose means it has no any oxygen, it does not contain oxygen, and it is a ribose sugar, and along with that there is a nucleotide. Nucleotide means nitrogen base. What I told you about that, there will be a pentose sugar. Along with the pentose sugar there will be a nitrogen base, and the pentose sugar attached with the nitrogen base by a phosphodiester bond. I will explain. And here there is another phosphate group, that is PO4 or your phosphoric acid. So three things are together making a one nucleotide. So it is a one nucleotide, and if it is continue, again there will be another sugar, there will be another nitrogen base, and there will be one phosphate. So it becomes a dinucleotide, and so many nucleotides will be arranged there accordingly in the series, then it will be called polynucleotide. Understood? So DNA is a long polymer of diribonucleotide. A pair of nucleotide is also called base pair. See, this is a DNA, one nucleotide pair with another nucleotide. So this one pair is called base pair. Understood? Another, you will again see there will be another base pair of two nucleotides, because I told two helix are there. So one nucleotide is present just opposite to another nucleotide, and they become paired to each other. So this is called base pair. I think understood? The length of the DNA is usually defined the number of nucleotides. The number of nucleotides says how long the DNA will be. Understood? So the length of the DNA depends on the number of nucleotide. Suppose these are the nucleotide. If the number is more, the DNA will be long, and if the number is of nucleotide is small, the length of the DNA will be short. So let's see. In Escherichia coli kind of bacteria contain 4.6 into 10 to the power 6 base pair. Similarly, if we go to see the human DNA, haploid content means 23 number of chromosome. If all the 23 number of chromosome is open and the DNA, the 23 number of chromosome, all the DNA that present in the 23 number of chromosome has total number of 3.3 into 10 to the power 9 base pair. Similarly, if I say about bacteriophage phi 172 is the name, bacteriophage phi 172 is the name, has 5386 base pair. Similarly, if I say about bacteriophage, kind of virus, both of them 3 number and 4 number are the virus. Virus means they are so small that we cannot see it in the compound microscope also. So the bacteriophage lambda has 48,502 base pair. I think you understood about the base pair. Base pair are nothing but the pair of a complementary nucleotide. Here it is a one nucleotide, another nucleotide pair with it. So this together is called a base pair. I think you understood. If you have any problem, please ping me or ask me in WhatsApp. Next is structure of polynucleotide chain. Just see the figure, you will understand. Just wait. Yes, now it's good. See here, you can see there is a one helix of a DNA. Another helix is here. In this helix, you are seeing it is a 3-OH group. So just opposite to this, you will see 5-OH at phosphate group. Similarly, opposite to this, if it is 5-, the opposite helical will be 3-, and here it will be the 5-. So the end of the 5- has phosphate group and the end of the 3- has OH group. Remember this. Okay, so you have seen the anti-parallel helical structure of the DNA. Now we are going to study more about the structure. Now you can able to see this is a one nucleotide. This one is a one nucleotide. What is the nucleotide? It is the pentose sugar. This one is the phosphatic group, or you can say phosphoric acid, and this one is the nitrogen base. So they are together called a one nucleotide. Another nucleotide which pair with it and make a base pair is there. Just opposite to it, you can see there is a another nitrogen base. Sorry, pentose sugar. This pentose sugar make a pair with another nitrogen base. Here is the nitrogen base and this is the phosphate. So it will be just opposite to each other because the polarity is also opposite to each other. Here if it is 3-, it will be 5-, and if it is 5-, it will be 3-, and here it will be the 5-. So you can see this one makes a base pair. Similarly, this one in another base pair, and if so many base pair will be present together, this will call polynucleotide. It's a dinucleotide, and many nucleotide together forms a polynucleotide chain. I think understood. Let's have a see about that. So the nucleotide has 3 components. I have already explained. First, the nitrogen base. The nitrogen base may be 2 types. I will explain you later. Second is the pentose sugar. Pentose sugar may be 2 types. If it present in RNA, it will be ribose, and if it is present in the DNA, it is called deoxyribose. So according to the nature of the pentose sugar, the name of the nucleotide has been given: ribonucleic acid or deoxyribonucleic acid. If the pentose sugar is ribose, then it will call ribonucleic acid. If it is deoxyribose, then it is called deoxyribonucleic acid. And another thing is phosphate group. So you can see there is a 3 things: nitrogen base, pentose sugar, and phosphate group. As I already told you to explain. Next, I think you have understood and you have seen the figure, and the 2 nitrogen base are pairing with each other with hydrogen bond. See, it is a hydrogen bond. Later on, let's study more about that. There are two types of nitrogen bases. One is purine and another is pyrimidine. Purine is two types, that is adenine and guanine. Purine has a single ring. Purine is a nitrogen base, have a single ring. In chemistry, I think you know about the ring. So purine has single ring. It is adenine and guanine. Sorry, one mistaken is done over here. Purine has double ring. Okay, purine has double ring and pyrimidine has single ring. So if in this helix there will be purine, in another helix there will be pyrimidine. So adenine is a purine with a adenine is a nitrogen base with a double ring which pair with thymine in DNA. Once again I am repeating, there are two kinds of nitrogen bases, that is purine and pyrimidine. Purines are double ringed nitrogen bases. Okay, so suppose this is the one helix of the DNA and this one is the another helix of DNA. So if here you get a purine, just opposite to purine you will get here single ring nitrogen base, that is pyrimidine. Understood? So both of them make a pair. So there are two kinds of purine, that is adenine. If adenine will be present there, it pair with thymine in DNA, and in RNA there is no thymine is present, it pair with uracil. You can see uracil. So adenine pair with thymine with the double bond of hydrogen. Adenine is a purine and thymine is a pyrimidine. So they both of them, A always pair with T in DNA and A will make a pair with uracil in RNA. Remember this, okay? And another pair is a guanine. Guanine makes a triple bond with cytosine. It present both in DNA and RNA. So guanine make a pair with cytosine. It is a purine and this one is a pyrimidine. Both of them make a pair with triple bond of hydrogen. And adenine and thymine makes a pair with each other with a double bond of hydrogen. So let's see about that. You will understand. There are two types of nitrogen bases, that is purine means double ring nitrogen base and pyrimidine, that is a single ring nitrogen base, cytosine, uracil and thymine. Cytosine is common in both DNA and RNA as I told you, and thymine is present only in the DNA, because at the place of thymine in RNA you get the uracil. Uracil present in the RNA at the place of thymine. Nitrogen base is linked with the pentose sugar. Nitrogen base linked with the pentose sugar by a bond. This bond is called nitrogen glycoside linkage. This is the sugar, this is the nitrogen base, and the linkage made between them is called nitrogen glycosidic linkage. This is a helix, and with the helix you can see there is a pentose sugar, and pentose sugar is linked with the nitrogen base, and the linkage is called nitrogen glycosidic linkage. When phosphate group is linked at 5-OH of nucleoside through phosphodiester linkage, nucleotide is formed. Means, try to understand. Suppose there is a pentose sugar and this is a nitrogen base, and here one phosphate group is added. If the phosphate group is added at 5-OH, this is the 5-. Phosphate group in 5- always present in the above to the pentose sugar. if phosphate is added to pentose sugar and nitrogen base, then it becomes nucleotide. If phosphate is not present and sugar only present with a nitrogen base, pentose sugar only present with a nitrogen base, then it is called nucleoside, not nucleotide. But if phosphate is get added with it at 5-OH group, then it is called nucleotide. So what is the difference between nucleoside and nucleotide? Nucleoside contain the nitrogen base with the pentose sugar only. If phosphate get added in the nitrogen base pentose sugar, then it becomes nucleotide. So 2 nucleotide is linked with the 3-5- phosphodiester linkage to form the dinucleotide. What is dinucleotide? Have you understood? 2 nucleotide. This see here. This is the one nucleotide. Opposite to that, this is another nucleotide, and they together forms the dinucleotide. Here you can see the phosphate is here. Opposite to that, here you can see the phosphate is here. So this is the 5- at the 5- end you will see the phosphate, at phosphate is always present above the pentose sugar. Here you can see phosphate is above the pentose sugar. Understood? And they together form the dinucleotide structure. That is the thing, and they link with the linkage, and this linkage is phosphate is get attached with the glycoside, or you can say nitrogen base and glucose by a linkage called phosphodiester linkage. 2 nucleotides are linked at through 3-5- phosphodiester. I already saw upward and downward nucleotides are pair with each other. Now nucleotides join to form the polynucleotide. So many nucleotides arranged together to form the polynucleotide. At the place of 3- in RNA you will get the 2- position. So in RNA, nucleotide residue additional OH group present at 2- in ribose, and uracil is found at the place of thymine. So at the place of 3- you will get the 2- and it is attached with the OH group. Understood? And at the place of thymine, as in DNA, you will get the uracil. So it is the end of the today's class. I think you understood. Make a note if you have getting any problem regarding understanding this part. You will just ask me once again. I can explain you. Okay. So make the note and do your work. Bye bye.